think no one thought we would ever not make Worlds in this situation. I also think on the day against Honor we were better, but we threw a lot of games, especially at Atakan. So, and then in the very last game of the series, we didn't do Atakan when we should have. We were ahead, and it was like a kind of story of that year, I guess. I think we should have been better that year, so it was very disappointing.
100 Thieves defy expectations, eliminate Cloud9.
One or two word description. Back. Let's go with back. Sina's back.
I'm Ian Stearns. You guys probably know me as APA. I'm currently the mid laner for Cloud9, and we're down here in Seoul, Korea. I didn't really talk with anyone on the team before coming to C9. Like the most I've ever done was like, we'd be at riot shoots for LCS, like with Blabber or like with Sven or something like that. And like we'd have, just brief conversations, but nothing too in depth. Basically just like a hallway conversation, or like, we'd talk to each other in solo games because we knew each other and we play well, but like other than that, we didn't really have too much of a relationship. And then of course when I joined the team, I made a big effort to like reach out to everyone and try to have at least like a small conversation. I want to do my best and like win a couple more trophies, make all the internationals, first stand MSI in Worlds, and not let a repeat of my year on TL in 2025 like repeat itself. Do you think that's good? Because I kind of feel like if I face Oriana right now, I'm gonna smash him. And like I push Oriana, but Oriana pushes you.
Yeah, but
we both have TP.
But we're kind of stronger than them, so they're not gonna fight. Right? If there's nothing special happen and we control zone.
This top wave is a wave we want to use, right?
Yeah.
Don't you think it's like your job to defend this?
But if I go there, then we have no Agile, right? And we have no Rumble, and we cannot control River.
APA's been integrating pretty well. Like I mentioned, he talks a lot about what he wants to do and what he sees in the game, and is good at like catching, like small moments where he can impact the game, and is really good at communicating that across to the team. Obviously, like he's getting better at it too as he gets used to everything, but it's like a massive change from how it was working last year. So it's huge. It's honestly just been a benefit so far.
I mean, the team doesn't feel super different. I think the biggest thing is that Ian is a lot more vocal of a person and of a player, and so we have a bigger voice in the mid lane, and that means that it will need adjustment from the rest of the team, because usually Loki, he would have his own ideas, but most of the time he'd kind of just be reined in and follow whatever it is that we said. Ian on the other side is coming up with a lot of plays that he wants to do or how he wants to play and stuff, so we need to figure out what direction we want to go, and sometimes it'll depend on the game and stuff, so we need to be able to communicate that during the game. So it'll be a process for us, but I think having players who are vocal is usually always better, because in my opinion you kind of need everyone chiming in comms, and whatever they see they need to bring it up, and we need to adapt to the information that we hear and stuff like that. So I think that with Ian, our ceiling as a team is a lot higher.
About the PowerPoints, I normally don't really ever do them. I've done two so far. The first one was just a presentation about myself, like who am I, like the story of APA before I became APA. Just talked about all the good stuff and how I view the game, like what I want, what I'll give, et cetera, et cetera. The second one I gave was just about like a bush concept, and I think presentations on concepts like that, to me in the past, I would always learn from. Of course, I'm still the sole player coming into a new team. Like I'm sure they have ideas how they view the game, and of course, having a few days scrimming with them, they do. And we'll still have to mesh in how we do things. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I just want to say happy birthday to my sister. She turns 22 today. back in America. So yeah, just happy birthday, Zoe.
슈픽 있다는데? 저는 KT 2군이었어. 그걸 멤버 다 바뀌었잖아. 아, 걔 탑. 나쁘지 않아. You're not playing chess? This is?
I'm fucking bad at chess, bro. I'm worse than you at chess.
I'm 800 below.
Awesome.
Nice.
I haven't played since we last played. Literally never. Never ever.
What have you been doing, Loki?
I've been streaming. And
Streaming?
Yeah.
Nice.
And solo
You're
queue.
streaming hours?
Solo queue.
Nice.
Streaming hours. I changed my job.
You're a streamer now?
Yeah, streamer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, soup.
Nice. Is it better than Twitch? Like make more money or no?
Yeah, big more.
Make
More money.
Because Twitch you can't make money in Korea, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's
I
right.
did boxing sometimes.
Yeah? Are you good?
Yeah, boxing.
Oh,
Are you good?
Oh, not good.
Not good? Dark shit?
Yeah, I learned only one once.
Do you watch boxers? Like pro boxer? Do you watch?
No, I didn't watch. Yeah.
You can watch,
Fucking
you know
boxing,
Jake
man.
Paul? He's fighting soon.
Who?
Jake Paul?
Jack Pro?
Yeah, Jake Paul.
He's
Yeah,
famous.
so
boxer.
famous.
Awesome.
Yeah, famous for boxing, yeah. He's famous for boxing.
you should box APA, and then the winner stays on the team.
How much do you weigh?
Huh?
How much do you weigh?
How much do you weigh?
Weight?
Yeah,
weight.
6? 6?
6?
60? Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
200 pounds?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Genius.
Get to
It's a different weight class.
Don't care me, don't care me.
You said 60?
Yeah, he said 60.
Oh, GG.
Oh, wow.
GG.
That's like a lot more than Blabber.
Yeah, true.
Just FF me, like.
Yeah, we don't know you.
Just tell me what happened.
What?
Tell the camera what happened this
What
morning.
happened? What?
You falling?
No, I didn't fall.
It
I
was
would
snowing
fall.
outside and Dom fell like a 30-year-old
Derek, you
freak.
want to know what happened?
35-year-old freak.
35-year-old
Yesterday, Dom, like, right before we're all leaving, he starts talking about, like, let's see if Ian can actually wrestle. Yeah, so I got up from my chair because I'm in queue. You turboed him? And I instantly turboed him into the ground.
But it wasn't fair.
This way?
Yeah. I was gonna clap Ian, but I was in socks, so I had no ability to stand still.
Within 10 seconds, he's on his back.
That's like Cap and Coke from IWDominate.
Check.
I think everything's on break, bro.
Everything's on break.
Looks like it. I mean, look, there's not a single person at a single restaurant.
You just come back with like 1,000 apple pies.
You're not doing a Shake Shack into McDonald's every day. Blabber ate like 3,000 calories. He's the goat.
Not that much, maybe like 1600?
Yeah, maybe like 1,600 actually.
Yeah, cancel. You ready?
My name is Christian Rivera. People in the community know me as Dom. I am the strategic coach for Cloud9. I worked here last year as a remote coach, and this year I'm fully committing. I'm just excited to compete again. I feel like as a remote coach, when you're not there day to day, you're not there on the stage, it doesn't feel like you're as attached to the results. It just feels like kind of helpless on the game days, and like I haven't competed in the LCS in 10 years. Last time I competed was as a player, and I just want to win. What I think I bring to the team is a lot of experience. I've watched every single region for a long period of time now. I've seen so many different metas. I've played through so many different metas that I feel like it's really easy for me to understand what the current game is and what's going to be strong and kind of like innovate off of that. And I really want to apply this to the team, and I think that this team is a team of all capable players, which is the only way that I would decide to commit to something like this. For me, obviously, the goal is all about trying to perform, like trying to go international, trying to win LCS. Like that's why I joined this team. If I didn't think that was possible, I would have just stayed as a streamer. So this is something that has been something that I've always wanted to do, but I've never really had the perfect opportunity, and this is the first time where I have that opportunity. When it comes to leaving streaming, I mean, to most people they would say like it should be impossible because normally streamers don't end up going back to compete, especially in the current landscape, because it's a pay cut. But for me, it was a pretty easy decision. It was something that I wanted to do. kind of in the mindset at this point in my life where I just want to do what I enjoy and what I think will be the most fulfilling. Joining this team was a pretty easy decision. I talked to all the players last year. I talked to Nick, Jack, the people here at C9, and it seemed like it was really mutual that they wanted me to be in person, and I also wanted to make this move at this current time as well. So I think for me it was a pretty easy move. I didn't have to put too much thought into it. It was mainly just about logistics, like how am I going to move, because right now I live in Texas. This would be a move to LA. But in terms of like the decision to give up streaming, I don't think that it's that big of a deal. I mean, also, I don't think that I won't stream zero. I'll still stream sometimes. So I don't think I'll completely lose my following. I think that I'll still have the ability to go back to streaming whenever I want. So it's not a massive issue for me. Right now we're in Korea. So we're starting to scrim. We're going to compete against all the Korean teams in Kespa Cup, and we're obviously just starting the season early, trying to, start preparing as early as possible and get an advantage on the other teams here.
Yeah, so Dom, obviously as a jungler, like a former pro, has a pretty good idea of what's going on in the jungle. Good relationship already existing with Blabber, but mainly just having someone that like I'm like actually next to that I can like talk about the game with is always good. I think we're pretty on the same page with a lot of things. Talk like a decent amount, joke a decent amount with each other. So yeah, I mean, he was already with the team just like me for the last year, so it's pretty easy to just like dive in immediately, and we're just already acclimated to everything. Like we know how everyone on the team works generally, so it's not like a weird getting used to each other period, which is nice.
I mean, I'm hoping as an ex-pro player that Dom brings a higher level of game understanding than most coaches, since he's been watching every league for the last couple of years, and he's been, an ex-pro, so he knows what it's like to be a pro player and what kind of emotions and feelings you go through in a day like this. So I hope that's something he can bring to the table, and I also hope that as an ex-jungle main that he can help Blabber with certain things.
Ian, APA, and Dom have just joined the team this year. I'm really looking forward to working with both of them. Dom's someone that had a lot of interactions. I've talked to a lot before he was even on C9. I'm really excited to work with him as a coach now, full-time. Last year he was working with us, but he was kind of remote, so we weren't able to interact as much. And then APA is a player who's been playing in the league for 3 years now, and he's had a ton of success. I think he's made pretty much every international except for until last year, and I think he's a really good player. So I think we'll work well together. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think Dom being a jungler will help me. I think he has a lot of experience from his time playing pro, and also he in general just watches a ton of other regions from when he was co-streaming. So I think he'll definitely have some insight on what unique pathing other teams are doing, the type of play style each champ, like the champs that I'm playing, the win conditions, the strengths. So I definitely think he'll be able to help me a lot individually in that sense. So I'm looking forward to it.
Like, why do people always just
What is going on?
alone?
Are these guys just, it's fucking freak season.
Alright, Corky gonna flash me.
Breaker!
Look, John,
John will flash me.
Yeah.
Come on, John.
Come on,
No
John.
seconds through. After the win, 2 seconds.
Hey, look, I don't know who this is, but.
Oh,
Nice.
Careful.
Yeah, come. Yeah, we should help him,
Yeah,
I'm playing Channel.
yeah.
Yo, look, Corky.
The flash are down still,
Yeah.
So this roster, I wouldn't say I put this together. Obviously, like C9, everyone, like Nick, Dom, Jack, and all the existing players. We look at the off season and look at the market to see who's available. If we are moving away from certain players, and this time, Loki had to take care of his personal issues back in Korea, so we had to let him go. And we had to search for mid. And gratefully, TL decided to let Ian go. So, and we always thought, Ian is a great player. And to us, like, he was definitely a culture fit as well. As a bonus point, obviously, he's a great player and a great mid laner. So it was a no-brainer for us. So Kespa Cup is first of all, Kespa is a Korean esports association here. I believe it's federally funded by the government here in South Korea. And they host, at least they try to host an annual tournament for the Korean team. I've been talking to Riot about this tournament for a year now. 3 months ago, I really started to dig into it because it was close to off season, and I just really wanted to get into this tournament. So I talked to Kespa about the opportunity. Obviously, we needed Riot approval, or Riot Global approval, which is historically it's been hard to get, but gratefully we got it. The reason why TL is here is because I was talking to Kespa, and if you're the only North American team to join, we would have an odd number of teams. So they asked if I could bring another team in. So I asked all the NA teams, hey, are you guys going to Korea this off season? And TL was the first one to reply. Shout out to you, Dodo. So yeah, that's why TL is here. So we're going to be playing Genji and then Hanwha on the same day. And I am very confident that we're going to beat both of those teams. But really, even if we don't, I believe it's just going to be a great experience for the players. So I'm glad we're here.
Like a different mage, because I was looking at this guy's beach. Plays a lot of mages. People to play mid on ADC.
I couldn't pull up his OPGG.
It doesn't have it.
But we do this instead if you pick top.
You can.
Yeah.
Like Rick side pick.
Yeah. If they pick
Potentially.
South
If they take
side.
the same. Yeah.
Are they just the same? The jersey is just two of the same? Okay. Loaded?
Damn, Don, you get one too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
She's
suit.
supposed to like coach you.
Nice Dom, not wearing a suit. You're a
What the
serious
fuck?
thing.
I literally asked him we wearing suits for this, alright? I was ready to commit.
Yeah.
Did you bring
Yeah, I'll see you in a suit.
No, I was gonna get one while I was here. There's a tailor that Yamato has that's apparently super good. How does he do that?
I just rested and like there's a small like.
Yeah, okay, I see.
All your client settings, including hotkeys, market, and interface preferences.
Yeah.
You all clear? Okay, good. And please confirm your peripherals are working properly. Are your mouse and keyboard responding correctly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All good? Okay.
Yeah.
And for anyone using wireless devices, have you checked your batteries?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it okay?
I'll check it.
How's the charger?
Okay.
I'll check it.
Please make sure your wireless devices have enough
Okay.
batteries, so charge it before the match if it's too low.
Okay.
My huddle virginity.
Your huddle virginity?
You
guys
never
did
did one
all
with TL?
No.
Really?
Well, like we would have, but that was like after a win.
Oh. We never did like a pregame.
Yeah, we don't win here, so we
Anyways, speed huddle. All right, let's just keep talking about everything we did in practice, the swap timers, all that shit. You guys are doing really well with it.
Yeah.
Just keep up talking with that. We're good.
Tell everyone who did in the scrim. Okay, lose.
Yeah, perfect. Let's do that. Just keep talking. Keep checking each other too. Like if someone's moving and you think like your teammate's about to like run into them, just keep talking about that shit together. Okay.
Okay.
Just keep each other in check. And
Talk
then,
about
Ian,
camps.
I'll let you count us in for the first time since you're huddle virginity.
Talk about
So
if you get
do
one
a
camp.
C9, 1, 2, 3.
C9 and 3.
Just hands in. C9 on 3.
Alright.
Talk about saying crap. First week, no matter what.
C9 on 3. 1, 2.
Alright, you gotta yell.
Oh, I gotta yell?
Yeah, C9 on 3.
C9 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
C9 on 3. 1, 2, 3. C9!
Woo!
Alright!
Hell yeah.
But that is Soul Point going over to C9, and now they're looking for even more. Mega Inferno Bomb does do the damage here to Harusari. And Equalizer not exactly finding the angle that they're looking for. Tempered Fate also going wide, but the rest of Genji corralled into the alcove, and down goes Lloyd once again. Duro going to be burning down as Thanatos trying to take control of Harusari. Gets his revenge, and it's C9 to pick up the clean ace here in the bottom lane. With 2 now dead, 5 versus 3 feels pretty good for HLE to make this one happen as Kanavi gets on top of Blabber, and he just cannot win that 1v1. It's Kuma that takes him down with a piercing arrow, and Emperor's Divide finds the rest of them. This is going to be the end of the game, and HLE with this new look roster looking fantastic at the Kespa Cup in their debut game.
Yeah,
No,
30.
they
They
just
well,
flash
like,
the way it gets pulled.
whoever else W me, they were
It's
like timing it to it's all tag me, you know. And you
I think
know,
we
like,
got the two of us.
yeah, like I'll tag him, but don't get to like.
Yeah.
Damn, the crap probably was my king was going. Thank you.
That's just on the fight with half HP.
We should use flash out. Because, I mean, because we are stacking.
Yeah.
And after flash,
They didn't have bars ults. Is he just top earlier in the?
We guarantee most, like, but
Yeah.
That's also top player.
I felt like I should be
That was the
ranking.
I think what they're doing is probably better. I thought we were gonna run topside after this, like eat and then go up. But if we go up, it's really bad. Yeah, because it's just gonna kill us.
Are we really not just walking down 3 flights of stairs? Yeah. I'm going down the stairs. Okay. Let's see. You are. No, we're going. We can go ahead.
No, I mean, it's good. Outside of the game, everyone jokes a lot with each other. I mean, every team is like this. A lot of like bullying each other. It's just kind of the meta, you know? Like you gotta make fun of each other about different things. Me and Dom are the old people, and we're the coaches, so we get bullied about everything. Bad draft, we have to be, you know, executed. It's just the culture, it's how it is, but it's fun. Everybody just gives each other shit. It's chill.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely just like a much funnier and like easier environment to be around. Like, yeah, everyone's just always telling jokes, you know. Sven or Phil or Dom or Nick are always just cracking jokes, and like honestly, same as like Blabber and Thanatos. It's just like pretty funny. Like there was a moment where I think you captured in scrims where all just yelling careful at each other.
He wants you. Kill! I said, Phil! Nice. Come with us.
Like when we're stomping someone in scrims, and so just like, at least compared to what was happening last year for me on Team Liquid, like that was never really happening. So just comparing the two, it's like pretty drastic change, and it's like so far nice. You know, we're still less than a month into our boot camp and less than a month into a team as a whole, but like the vibes so far are good.
It's fine to go hard left too.
Or zone, yeah, or zone.
Look me. Yeah, okay. I'm hoping it. I can't press the button.
Sorry, Chad.
Yeah, we let you win.
Or he's coming banana bush, okay?
Later.
I think finish it. You finish it. He can't make it. He can't make it.
Yeah, look, Leon, okay?
Come on. Yeah.
You want to slash over a bit.
Yes.
Something here.
I'm still looking.
Yeah, look.
We can
fight.
Yeah.
Look at
You guys have so much damage.
Thanatos is, you know, a player that's always been super lane dominant, but I think this year he's become better and better at thinking about like how he can impact the map and like how he can help the team in other ways. So he's doing a lot more things like, you know, freezing waves for our bot lane, or you know, ulting a wave and TPing to the other side of the map so we can be first on the objective. And that was something that he didn't do that much of last year. So I feel like that's something that he's getting a lot better at. For Blabber, I mean, I think that, you know, Blabber's a player that has really insane mechanics, so he's good at picking up a lot of like different champs. And I think that one thing that he's doing really well on this patch specifically is just being able to figure out like all the different junglers that are now meta. If you don't know, they changed like jungle role like they do all the time. They've added a bunch of different champions, and he's figured out like the strengths of these champions, like how to play them in different spots. And that's just something that I think will give us an advantage going into Kespa on the other teams, because, you know, obviously you have a limited amount of time to pick up all these different champions. And it's something that I think Blabber's been doing a good job of. When it comes to Ian, APA, I feel like he's added another dimension to our team. He's a really creative player. He understands which plays are going to actually like win the game. So one thing I like about working with him is that even if we're behind, he's very good about understanding how we can get back into the game. And instead of, you know, in previous games that we've played, like in last year specifically, it felt like if we did get behind, we would just lose. Now it feels like we have another dimension to our play. And yeah, that's something that's really important about having Ian on the team. When it comes to Sven, I think that he's one of the most intelligent players on the team about like how to play the game. So in reviews, I think he does a lot of leading when it comes to how we should optimize the map, or being able to understand what losses we just need to take as a team. So I think that his leadership has been really important for our team. And then for Phil, I think Phil brings a lot of stability in game. He's like the voice of reason. I think a lot of times we get really hyped up. We want to go as hard as possible in every situation. And Phil is somebody who can, you know, pull the reins back on the team and refocus us on what's actually important and what's going to win the game. So Phil offers a lot of like consistency and control for our team.
Otherwise, I don't think we need to do anything special versus team. We'll get the same draft as per usual. I'll get you one tricks for everybody.
Thank you.
Hopefully, if not, my bad. But should be good. All right? Yeah. C9 on 3. 1, 2, 3, C9!
Oh, you gotta run up to it. Victor can't team fight. Careful.
옛날에 너 플레이.
Victor can't team fight. I'll choose more.
I got it. 옛날에 너 플레이.
Victor. Just up here.
옛날에 돼.
Expect it. Expect it.
That's it.
Good job.
Not stressful at all.
Now we have a reason to play.
Only aged like 10 years.
Good shit.
Nice job, guys.
Well, we have scrims, but I also think it could be more valuable to just watch.
Not to not scrim.
See the teams we play. Where's the?
Yeah, as a non-scrim enjoyer. Down to non-scrim. 2.
Like after this, like a CBA scrimming.
We're just NA lazy pigs.
Yeah.
Morgan is the CEO of like Kespa Cup. Like
He's the CEO of.
I mentioned it. I just canceling scrims.
I don't mind. Just had to throw it out there.
I just bring it up. Yeah.
It's an option, guys.
I mean, I'd rather honestly watch like who we might play
Yeah.
in the rest of the games instead of playing.
Kind of over one. I agree.
Huh?
You're lazy coach.
Yeah, I'm feeling lazy right now.
Also,
It's gonna be a good day, Nick Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went up 100 LP, so
Huge.
that means we have to win today.
What are you up now? What are you at?
260.
Huge. I'm at 90.
Why does this guy look at me like disgusted? You see this guy's face?
260.
260. He was like, you piece of
Ew.
shit. Like he just looked.
Proud of
What?
You're proud of 260?
Nah.
You'd have a
I remember the
respect.
old Dom who would be disgusted about 260 himself.
Yeah, of course.
He changed Dom.
Yeah, it did change. Disgusting. Yeah. Alright, so if we win today, this will be the first time that NA has won a best of 3 versus a Korean team.
It's not an if, though. It's not an if.
When we win today. When we win today, this will be the first time that an NA team has ever beat a Korean team in a best of 3. There we go.
Awesome.
Alright, we got a speed run so we can get our chairs.
Okay.
Or get killed.
Yeah.
Alright, big match today. You guys got it though. Let's just fuck up some LCK teams, okay?
Type shit.
I'm good. Alright. Yeah, sounds good. Alright, C9 on 3. 1, 2, 3. C9!
True Shot Barrage comes in. Blabber will be able to take down this dragon. But can C9 actually get themselves out of here successfully? In comes the Scion, but he's a little bit far away from the rest of his team. Solar Flare is going to connect onto only Blabber. He has his subjugation running, but it's just not enough to keep him alive as he is burning down. Taeun is going to grab him. Sponge could be in some trouble. The Mel is able to grab him, but Sven is dead as an afterthought, and Vulcan with full health isn't really going to do anything without any teammates to support. And as the last man standing, he may just be watching as his Nexus goes down.
I'm looking for that. Alright. It's only one XP now. We go.
That we saw was a while ago.
Yeah.
Flip's rebutting something, but it's one of those things where you're in debate club, you're saying, I've got a rebuttal, but really you don't. You don't really have much to say. As the flash forward from Thanatos, he gets on top of Enosh, who's going to be taken out as well. Can he find the triple in the 1v3 is Quantum underneath the turret, and there it is, the triple kill by himself.
Surely they get the cross map on the APA.
Yeah, APA is just going on.
What's up? Oh. We gotta have guys. Game time. Game time.
Okay, stay in your seat. Stay in your seat, please.
GGXD. XD.
Oh, Zen!
Yeah. Don't mind about I game here after this.
Wait, no, I tried to help you. See? I flashed him. I was there for you. That's the one on mid. The one on mid is hilarious. Couldn't stop laughing.
Oh.
Thanatos!
My 1.8.
Yeah, let's see.
Wait, 3.6k damage.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's actually 3.6k.
Oh, you're so
Actually,
good.
it's like 3.2.
Yeah, I'm so good.
You're so good. Flash, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Holy.
What a good match anyway.
Oh, wow! How we can support?
Yeah.
Leona just got beat by 100 HP for Neckin.
Well, yeah.
I'm very strong right now.
I saved this one for you. Right here.
Bitch, you don't keep backwards there?
Sorry.
Oh!
Finally!
Phil.
The game?
Alright, I'll take it.
They had enough for
me. The All-Star game too against the other team.
Yeah, so this last week we had our Kespa Cup matches versus Nongshan and DNF. We went 1-2 versus Nongshan. Honestly, like, I mean, even in all 3 games, we were pretty behind early. 2 of them were pretty unplayable like deficits, so that was a bit rough, to be honest. Versus DNF, we ended up 2-0, like we did almost. This game was a little funny, but we still managed to 2-0 them. It was their CL team and not the LCK team, but still, it's like pretty good opponents. So in this last week, obviously the current patch that we were playing on for Kespa Cup no longer really matters. So we've just been playing on the like TR99, the like new season patch to get like a better idea of what it's gonna look like. We don't have any patch notes, so we're just legit just figuring out what's going on in game and like what's been changed. So there's a couple things like we're not like too sure about that's been changed, but it's been cool to be able to see what's there and what's like new with all the quests and everything.
I think our laning improved a lot this bootcamp. I think we're playing against a lot of good laners. Also a little bit on the new season, so that's nice. But I think the most important thing for me and Vulcan as a ball lane is to lane better in season 16. So I think that kind of something we accomplished in this bootcamp, so happy with that. Well, I don't think we accomplished anything because this is a bootcamp, but I think we got better in lane, and I think we got to implement Ian into our game and learn how he thinks, and he learns how we think, and then we can use this time to get there faster in the winter split, because now we don't have to, you know, learn each other and that kind of stuff. We can just, you know, get to work immediately, so that's nice. Yeah, I mean, DNF has a cabin roster, and the average Western guy will think that means they're bad, but those players are like all LCK level players. They're like, you know, Thanatoses or Quits or Quads, you know, they come from the same place as those people, and they will be in LCK at some point, so we weren't underestimating them by any means. We knew they were like LCK level, maybe like lower tier teams, lower tier LCK, but still good players. I think we got really far ahead in some of the games and we should have played more cleanly. I think especially game 2 when I was playing Vars, we got really far ahead off a bot fight early in the game, and we didn't translate that very well on our grubs. We had like some wonky grub fight where like we are going mid and I'm top alone as Vars, which I think is not how it should be done, but regardless we won. So I think there's a lot of things to learn from those games, and it was nice to have competitive games while we were here, not just scrims and solo queue.
I mean, yeah, I think overall, individually, I think I'm pretty satisfied with my level. I think I played pretty well in most games. I feel like in our wins, I was very, very huge in most of them, and I feel like arguably I could have been player of the game in like legit all our wins. I think I got it in half of them, so not quite every time, but I think Ian, APA robbed me of a couple here and there, so yeah, I think I played pretty well. And it's still, you know, super early with this team. I think we'll get a lot better, so yeah, I'm confident right now.
I think overall the bootcamp was pretty good. Like I personally think I improved a lot on a bunch of concepts that I've talked with Veigar about, and I'm like gonna keep trying to improve on them over the like next like a little bit of the off season, I guess, that we have, or like pre-season if you want to call it that. And honestly, I'm just excited for next year. I think we should be, you know, top 2, honestly, team. I think like right now it should be us and Team Liquid if you were to have my like precursor thoughts to like the preseason. So I'm like really excited for the lock-in tournament.
Yeah, bootcamp went well. I thought some bad games, some good games, but overall I thought there were a lot of things to take away from this bootcamp. Working with Ian for the first time, working with Dom as an in-person coach, and I think I got a lot better during this bootcamp. Laning phase stuff, me and Phil, I think we're improving at a nice pace, so I feel comfortable, or confident rather, with that. And I'm excited for season 16. Hope you are too.
I hope you guys were able to follow us in Kespa Cup and you enjoyed watching us compete. That's it from us for the bootcamp. I think it was very productive for us, and we're all looking forward to the next season. I hope you guys will be there to watch and support us. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for all the support during Kespa Cup. I'm sorry you guys, you know, maybe weren't able to watch it, but I still really appreciate, you know, all your guys' support for us, and yeah, hopefully you guys keep supporting us in 2026 in the LCS.
So that pretty much concludes our boot camp here. It was really good to be able to compete in Kespa Cup, get some early competition under our belt, see how everyone performs under pressure and how everyone would communicate in that type of environment with these 5 players. Obviously, keep on supporting us. We're going to be playing in the LCS in all of 2026, so hopefully you guys watch us there, and thank you guys for supporting us during our run here in the boot camp.
Hopefully next year at Kespa Cup, we'll actually be able to have you guys watch, but appreciate the support anyways that you guys gave all of us. And yeah, we'll see you in a few months.